Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment Live for Game 4 of the 2019 NBA Finals. Let me mute my own stream. And here we go. I will be live throughout the entire Game 4 of these finals. A must-win game for the Golden State Warriors. And that is not to say that if they lose this game tonight that the series will be over. No, that is not my stance. I am fully of the belief that they could come down from down 3-1 and win this series, but obviously that is something that they would rather not do. They would prefer to go out and win this game, to go out and win the next game, and to come back to Oracle, win game 6, and for this series to be over. Golden State will be receiving Klay Thompson back from injury, and also surprisingly and quite shockingly will also get contributions from Kevon Looney tonight, who after being declared out indefinitely due to a chest contusion, I guess that was a medical terminology that was thrown out there after taking a shoulder by Kawhi Leonard, he is miraculously going to play in this game. We'll see how significant his minutes are, and this is quite essential after DeMarcus Cousins was quite disappointing in Game 3 in that 123-109 victory by the Toronto Raptors. I expected the Raptors to win that game, and tonight I expect the Warriors to win this one. As the Raptors were so hot in the last game, they were so prolific from three. They shot 50% from the field, they shot 45% from three, and they shot 95% from the free throw line. That was in large part due to the defensive presence of Klay Thompson being missed so sorely in Golden State. I expect that to be quelled tonight with the return of Klay Thompson, as well as a natural regression in terms of their shooting ability of the Toronto Raptors. They're just not going to be that hot again from three-point range. They're hitting threes that they don't normally hit. Kyle Lowry was hot. He was 5 of 9. Danny Green was 6 of 10. I expect them to take a step back, not be as hot as they were 2 nights ago, for the Golden State Warriors to remain where they've been throughout this series. Remember, they scored 109 points in the first game, but they lost because Toronto was just so hot in Game 1. In Game 3, they also scored 109 points. And if I'm not mistaken, did they also score 109 in Game 2? Have they scored 109 points in each game this series? Let me check that real quick. Off the top of my head, I believe that's actually true. But regardless, their offense has been fine to me throughout the series. It's their defense that's been inconsistent and the inconsistent Toronto offense, right? So Golden State, I expect the same output for them. And yes, Golden State has scored 109 points in every game this series. I expect a similar output tonight. Probably, it's not going to be 109 again, but give me 110, give me 111, give me 112. Whereas Toronto will not be quite as hot. They'll put up a valiant effort. I think it's gonna be a close game tonight. Give me 111 to 106. Golden State by 5, and the spread right now in Vegas is a 4.5-point spread. I think Vegas is spot on. So good luck betting on that line. But I do have Golden State winning tonight with the returns of Klay Thompson and Kevon Looney. Big returns there. Big game that we'll have tonight. You're going to get live commentary from me. Now, I'm the only man here. This is a one-man show, and as you can see, we now have the scoreboard on your television screen or computer screen or wherever or however you may be watching this. I'm going to update the score as much as I can, but it's not going to be immediate, okay? Because I'm also watching the game, giving commentary. I'm going to do the best I can, but do recognize that this is a one-man show. Hopefully down the road I'm on ESPN or something, and I don't have to do it myself, right? There's a statistician that is doing everything for me, and I don't have to do it myself. But tonight, this is my first time ever doing this, so I'll try to keep up with it as best as I can. There's also a chance I just give up on it and say, okay, I'm only going to update it during commercial breaks. It just depends how annoying it is. And with how high scoring the NBA is nowadays, it's going to be pretty annoying. But I'll do my best because I know it's nice to have the scoreboard down there for a lot of you that may not be watching or just watching my commentary because you love me so much. I'll be right back, and then we will continue with Game 4 live coverage here on Sports Fan Entertainment. All right, we are back here on Sports Fan Entertainment for continued live coverage of Game 4 of the 2019 NBA Finals. Let's check the chat to see what people are saying. People aren't saying much. People are just coming in. And yeah, again, this is going to be a very interesting game. I think it's going to be a fun game, a close game, a game that we can very much enjoy. And let me go ahead and actually move this first quarter text. I wanted to put it a little closer to the edge of the screen, but not interfere with my logo. Let's see how that looks, but that should look pretty good. And that's good. Just still making adjustments, getting used to all this new live stream stuff, all these new tools that I've been learning over the past number of weeks. Yeah, that looks good. It doesn't interfere with the SFE logo. God forbid, we cannot interfere with the SFE logo. How does it look on mobile, though? Hopefully it looks still pretty good on mobile. My phone is upstairs, and I don't feel like grabbing it. So tip-off is about to begin here. Starting five lineups: Lowry, Green, Leonard, Siakam, Gasol for the Toronto Raptors, Curry, Thompson, Iguodala, Green, and DeMarcus Cousins continuing to get the start for Golden State. Hopefully he can get off to a better start than he did in the previous game. They are rocking here in Oracle Arena in what could be the very last game played in Oracle Arena. Remember that the Warriors will be starting their next NBA season in their new stadium in San Francisco. I'm pretty sure it's in San Francisco, but I know it's not in Oakland anymore. So the people of Oakland trying to enjoy the Golden State Warriors for one last time. Although it's only about a 50-minute drive from Oakland to San Francisco, they are two very different cities with very different identities indeed. Tip-off goes to the Toronto Raptors, and we get started here with Lowry with the ball at the top of the key, pass it down to Siakam. Siakam backing down Klay Thompson, doubled by Draymond Green. Lowry to Danny Green. Green inside mid-range, couldn't get it. Gasol tried to tip it back, but couldn't succeed. And Iguodala with the rebound. So we'll see, and I want to see how Pascal Siakam continues to try to get his post-game going against Klay Thompson. That's been a matchup in this series. Draymond Green passes up a three. Klay Thompson doubled up, almost lost the ball. DeMarcus Cousins passes the ball away. Another turnover for DeMarcus Cousins. He had three in the previous game and had a couple of fumbles of the ball as well. And that's a turnover by Danny Green, and Cousins now loses the ball again. That's two turnovers now for DeMarcus Cousins to begin this game. Danny Green a three. He couldn't hit. So two early misses for Danny Green, who was 6 of 10 in the previous game. Draymond Green loses his dribble, comes inside. Contact, but no call. They call it just out of bounds off Kyle Lowry. I thought with all that contact, they should call a foul on somebody. I don't care who. And that was off of Kyle Lowry, just at the very end there. But with all that contact, you would think that they would call a foul on somebody. A lot of, charges wanted to be taken in this series between Kyle Lowry and Draymond Green. I'm surprised they haven't gotten on each other's nerves yet, because that's all either one wants to do, just fucking draw fouls. Excuse my language. I let that one slip. But that's all they want to do. They just want to draw fouls all day long. Curry misses his first shot. Thompson couldn't get the follow. Cousins couldn't get the follow, but a loose ball foul called on Marc Gasol, and that's a good foul call there by the referees. The referees I thought were pretty god-awful in the previous contest. I expect to see them much better tonight with a different staff in there. And Cousins with a little bit of a flop there, but we'll count it. Both teams scoreless right now in the game. Klay Thompson with the deep three. Barely hits front rim. So both of these teams cold to start the first quarter. Kyle Lowry driving inside. Thought he traveled, but Siakam couldn't hit a three. Still scoreless. Steph Curry. Out to Cousins. Cousins fakes. Cousins. Oh, he almost traveled. And he loses the ball again. 3 turnovers for DeMarcus Cousins to start this game. DeMarcus Cousins continuing to struggle. Continuing this trend from Game 3 as Kawhi Leonard passes out to Gasol. Gasol to Lowry. Siakam open mid-range, doesn't take it. Doubled up and lost the ball. Another turnover. Draymond Green to Curry. Curry, a 3. And apparently these fools on the line are going to call it a 2-pointer. But yes, finally on the board is Golden State with their first 2 points. Lowry. Pass outside to Danny Green. Green misses his 3rd shot. And Cousins and Gasol continuing to fight for rebounds down below. They're the 7-footers on the court right now. Iguodala. Pass inside to Draymond Green. Oh, he lost the ball. Another turnover as Siakam. Oh, he's fouled harshly by DeMarcus Cousins, and we'll see if he's headed to the line because they may not call this a shooting foul. It looked like Siakam was trying to pass. And they're going to call it a shooting foul. I thought there should have been a foul on the pass. I don't think that should have been a shooting foul, but actually that's a fair foul. Yeah, good. That's actually a good shooting foul. So Pascal Siakam is headed to the line for 2 free throws. A decent free throw shooter. Pretty good for his size, being 6'9" power forward. And is able to hit his first free throw. But yeah, 4 turnovers for Golden State here in the onset, 3 of which were by DeMarcus Cousins, 2 turnovers by Toronto. Both teams have combined 1 of 9 from field goal to begin this game. A pivotal game here in these 2019 NBA Finals as Siakam misses his 2nd free throw and back come Golden State. Thompson, turnaround, Jay, and hits. Nice score by Klay Thompson, who gets his first bucket after missing Game 3. Lowry trying to drive quickly. Lowry passed to Leonard. Leonard met by Iguodala. Iguodala on him. Turnaround Jay by Kawhi Leonard. So Kawhi Leonard getting himself on the board with a nice turnaround jump shot. Ooh, Klay Thompson double teamed. Gets it to Cousins. Cousins to Green. Green to Iguodala. Iguodala, mid-range jumper, couldn't hit that one. Iguodala's been struggling with his jump shot lately. Hit a couple of threes in the 3rd quarter in Game 3, but other than that, he has definitely struggled from the field. Siakam couldn't get the lay-in. Cousins dribbling the ball with confidence and almost turns the ball over again, telegraphing his pass to Klay Thompson. DeMarcus Cousins continuing to struggle here at the beginning of Game 4. The other 7-footers, Andrew Bogut and Kevon Looney watch from the bench. Thompson, pass inside to Green, quick shot and hits. Pascal Siakam caught sleeping there. And the Warriors ahead by 3 to begin this one. Lowry to Leonard. They couldn't hit the 3. Draymond Green. To Iguodala. Oh, nice pass. Cousins able to finish. Oracle on their feet. Lowry, runner, hits. A nice runner by Kyle Lowry to cut the lead back to 3. Danny Green on Curry. Kyle Lowry on Thompson. Surprised they're not attacking that matchup. Draymond Green a 3. Couldn't hit that one. Another missed open 3 by Draymond Green. And he and Andre Iguodala have to hit their open 3s if Golden State really wants to win this game. Kawhi Leonard lost the ball but fouled. I think they're calling it on Andre Iguodala there, but one of them definitely swiped to Kawhi Leonard's arm, and we have an early timeout here. Timeout by Golden State. So we have 8-5 here in the first quarter. Both of these two teams struggling a little bit offensively. Warriors getting it going a little bit, whereas Raptors finding some nice turnaround Jays. And we have Sean Bernard Jr., the moderator here in the building. What's going on, Sean? And Jorge Meza says I'm a little behind on the game. Well, I don't know what to do about that. I'm live according to my TDS, but oh well, whatever. At least you guys still get good commentary regardless. One day I'll actually be live commentating, and I'll be ahead of everyone in the world. One day, but not today, unfortunately. But I'm on my HD channel. And I think let me check, is my SD channel ahead of this one? It might be. No, it's not. Yeah, HD is just as ahead as my standard definition. Victor Mach 0414 says, who do I have winning the finals? I have the Warriors in 6 games. I had the Warriors in 6 games before this series. I had the Warriors in 6 games after the Raptors won Game 1, after the Raptors won Game 3, after the Warriors won Game 2. I'm not backing off my prediction. I think the Warriors are going to win every game for the rest of this series. Now, I will admit it's looking more like a 7-game series, but I'm going to stick with my prediction. I had Warriors in 6. I'm going to stick with that until the Raptors win another game. And I'll say that they're not going to win another game. Oh, and sorry, it's George Meza. Okay, sorry. Normally, whenever I see Jorge, I say Jorge. But okay, in this case, it is George. So early timeout here by Golden State. Both these teams just trying to get settled into this basketball game. And again, it's a big game. You know, a huge game for the Golden State Warriors as they await and anticipate the return of star player Kevin Durant. And I'm still of the belief that they can win this series without Kevin Durant. I'm definitely of the belief that they can win this game without Kevin Durant, as I have them winning this game without Kevin Durant. The question would be that potential Game 5 or potential Game 7 if we went down that path. But right now, I'm actually expecting Kevin Durant to come back by Game 5. Game 5 is another 3 days away. It's on Monday night. So Kevin Durant would have 3 more days to get recuperated, get ready for Game 5. And then Game 6, another 3 days. That is next Thursday. So Kevin Durant should definitely play in this series. You know, some people are of the belief that he's not going to play in this series. I was of that belief before this series. But, you know, as more information has come out, I think it's more and more apparent that he will play in this series. And I think it will be Game 5. But definitely by Game 6 next week. Thursday, that's 6 days from now. My God, if he's not playing by then, I'd be very, very shocked. And also, by the way, the reason why it may seem that I'm behind, I may actually not be behind. There is a natural delay between the YouTube stream and, like, what's going on here. Like, between myself and the stream. And I have my stream up. Every time I say something or do something, it's not another 10 to 15 seconds later when I actually see myself doing it. On the stream. So there's a natural delay there as well, and I can't do anything to fix that. Marc Gasol backing down. Is that Kevon Looney who's in the game? Yeah, Kevon Looney's already in the game. So Looney substituted in, and that's a missed shot there. And the Warriors will take possession. 2 of 9 on the Toronto Raptors now to begin this game. And this is exactly what I was talking about, people. The Raptors were just so hot last game. They were making all their shots. And today, off to a slow start as Kevon Looney gets on the scoreboard, hitting his first lay-in. Despite a Herculean effort by Stephen Curry and everything that they had, it did not matter. Because ultimately, the Raptors were just too damn hot in the last game. Can I rename this? I can just remember, I think. Hopefully. Okay. I'll remember that. As Kawhi Leonard hits his first free throw. And Mark Jackson doing a great job of the broadcast explaining how tough Kevon Looney is for coming back and playing under his conditions. A chest contusion is no small deal. That thing is painful. So here we go. Halfway through the first quarter, only 10-7. 7 points by the Toronto Raptors, who were so hot last game. As Kevon Looney takes an absolute tumble, losing the ball. There's some rust there for Kevon Looney. You know, we know he's not a ball handler, but that was embarrassing even for him. Marc Gasol, nice pass inside to Siakam. Siakam misses inside again. The Toronto Raptors missing shots they easily hit in the previous game. They're now 2 of 10 from the field to begin Game 4. Curry, a 3. Misses. Stephen Curry, not as hot as he was in the previous game as well. Kawhi Leonard, looking to be aggressive, slipped a little bit. Kyle Lowry, not been aggressive in this game yet. Step back Jay, couldn't hit. Raptors now 2 of 11 from the field as Draymond Green. Pass outside to Thompson, a 3. Hits. Klay Thompson with an early 5 points in this game. Lowry, pass outside to Gasol. Leonard, a 3 and hits. A nice 3 by Kawhi Leonard, answering Klay Thompson's previous 3-pointer. Iguodala, not quite a crisp pass to Kevon Looney, but a nice effort there. So things starting to get going here in the first quarter. And Lowry, what a dangerous drive, but was able to still find Marc Gasol with a potential 3-pointer. Gasol kicking it immediately to Kawhi Leonard for the 3-pointer. Very impressive play there by the Raptors. Draymond Green was wide open for 3, decided not to take it, but then drives inside, met with tough defense by Kawhi Leonard, but they call a foul, and Draymond Green will be headed to the free throw line. And that's a bad call. I thought that was a nice defense and contest by Kawhi Leonard there as Draymond Green hits his first free throw. Again, yes, Game 5 will be Monday night, followed by Game 6, if necessary, next Thursday, and then another 3-day break if we get to a potential Game 7 that next Sunday. So, very spaced out games. The winner of this series will be well-deserved. Draymond Green hits both free throws, and the Warriors get back up by 5. Alfonso McKinney finds himself in the game. Leonard, pass outside to Van Vliet. Gasol, I thought he had a nice move, did not take the shot, but Van Vliet misses the 3-pointer. Nice rebound by Alfonso McKinney, crashing the board. Curry, looking for a shot, driving, mid-range, Curry hits. A nice shot by Stephen Curry. Timeout, Raptors. So Curry finally gets on the board after a 47-point game in Game 3. A quiet start in this one, but gets on the board with a nice mid-range jumper. And look at this replay as Alfonso McKinney just absolutely crashes the board from downtown. And then Curry hits the mid-range shot. Daryl Morey may not like it, but that's a good shot to me. Warriors by 7 heading into the break. By the way, how is the audio? Is the audio good?
Daryl Morey may not like it.
Yep, audio is good. Victor Match 0414 says, who do you think is leaving after the season, Clay or Durant? I think Durant, but the Warriors need to be very smart, man. If Durant wants to leave, he wants to go flirt with other teams, let him do it. Just give Clay the contract. Do not let Clay go flirt with other teams because you could lose both of them and then you will look like a complete, absolute idiot. I mean, my God, if you lose both Clay and Kevin Durant, and you could have kept Clay, if you would have just gave him a max extension, you would look like an absolute moron. I'm just scrolling through Twitter right now to see if anything interesting is going on. Did anyone see that Kawhi Leonard interview with Rachel Nichols? My God, man, that was pretty awkward. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, dude. I need to talk to Kawhi Leonard. I'll give him some mic skills. I have plenty of mic skills to offer. I have plenty left over for him. Trust me on that. Kawhi Leonard. I'll have to change locations a little closer to my outlet. I want to make sure I maintain good lighting, but I don't have to do that right now. I can do that in the second quarter. George Meza says, where is Kyrie going if elsewhere? Who is Boston's next point guard? That is a very good question, and a question that I don't have the answer to. The second part of that question I don't have the answer to. The first part looks like he's going to Brooklyn. He was in Brooklyn in the past couple of days, actually. He was like, some club, and apparently a lot of Brooklyn Nets players were at this club as well. Now, apparently they weren't coordinating or they weren't really partying together, but they were both there. And he's 75% leaning towards Brooklyn, so it definitely sounds like the Brooklyn Nets are Kyrie Irving's destination, which really doesn't make any sense to me. It makes a little sense to me. It's not completely shocking. My question is just simply, what's wrong with Boston? Like, I really just don't understand what is wrong with Boston. I mean, does anyone believe, unless if they get Kevin Durant as well, does anyone believe that the Nets are going to be better than the Celtics were this season? Or that the Nets are going to be title contenders? I don't think anyone believes that. So we'll see when it comes to Kyrie. But in terms of the first part of that, or the second part of that question, who's going to be Boston's next point guard? Marcus Smart, because it looks like Terry Rozier is probably out of there as well. I don't think Boston's going to pay Terry Rozier how much he wants to get paid. Terry Rozier wants to go to, what kind of dumbass team is going to overpay for Terry Rozier? Chicago or maybe Charlotte. Some old dumbass team that's going to pay him like $10 million a year. So I think Terry Rozier is out of there because I think Boston's only going to offer him like $8 million. And he's going to go get paid like $12 million a year. Ridiculously, I might add. Van Vliet. Yeah, we're back from commercial, by the way. And we have a foul, Stephen Curry on Marc Gasol. Oh, and they called a jump ball, I think. Actually. Let's see the replay. Yeah, they called a hell ball. I think that was just a foul by Stephen Curry. But whatever, they called a hell ball. The 6'3" Stephen Curry versus the 7-foot Marc Gasol. But if Stephen Curry gets up there, he can compete for this. And he doesn't. He just let Marc Gasol get it as Leonard hits a nice turnaround jump shot. Kawhi Leonard with a couple of turnaround jump shots to keep Toronto close today. They're going to need more scoring from other options, though. They're within 5. Kevon Looney, nice finish over Kyle Lowry, who found himself down below. Don't know what Kyle Lowry was doing down there on that possession. Nice double team, nice switching, but Kyle Lowry with the 3 and misses again. Toronto not nearly as hot as they were in the previous game. Livingston in the game now. Ooh, I thought he was fouled. Was able to maintain possession though. Livingston versus Van Vliet. Passes now to Curry. Curry versus Lowry. Curry wanted to fire a 3. Trying to get some footwork. Trying to draw a foul. Needs to get it up. I thought that was a shot clock violation, but they give it to him. I really thought that was a shot clock violation. But that will not be reviewed until maybe the commercial break, if at all, because it's only the first quarter anyway. Oh, Siakam. Turnaround. Able to keep his footwork. Kawhi inside. Wow. Handed it off to Marc Gasol, and they call it Warriors ball. And here comes Oracle Arena as E40 watches from the sideline. Oh, and Curry. And it looks like, yeah, that two-pointer by Curry is going to be coming back. Yeah, I thought that was a shot clock violation in real time, as you guys saw. So I think they can review that. Even the first quarter, I'm pretty sure they can review that and change that. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone, but I'm pretty sure that they can, and they probably will. Livingston. Ooh, Curry. Probably would have fired if it was anyone but Kawhi Leonard that closed out on him. McKinney couldn't get the handle, drives inside, and lays it in. And that's what Alfonso McKinney should have done last game when he tried to dunk the ball inside late in the fourth quarter and missed both free throws anyway. And a foul called on Alfonso McKinney. And I'm not really sure why. Warriors up to an 11-point lead, probably be called to a 9-point lead after the commercial break. A strong start for the team that likes to have strength in numbers. Leonard guarded by Livingston. Leonard couldn't hit the mid-range jumper. Rebound, Draymond Green. Pushing the pace. And it stops now. Curry trying to get open from three. Looney! Oh, could not hit the mid-range jumper. McKinney foolishly going for a putback. Here comes Norman Powell, who was very quiet in the previous game. Ibaka couldn't hit the mid-range shot. Ooh, as Curry gets away. Ibaka a nice contest on Curry, but Kevon Looney able to tip it in. Warriors up by 13. Leonard met by a tough double team. Turnaround J is good. Kawhi Leonard. He has 11 of the Raptors' 14 points as Curry misses a three-pointer. Disappointing start definitely for Stephen Curry. Leonard, a three! Kawhi Leonard with now 14 of the Raptors' 17 points, keeping them in the game, following Stephen Curry, who had a very similar effort in Game 3. 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Curry driving inside. Oh, bouncing off the feet of Kevon Looney. They're going to have 7 seconds. Danny Green. Ooh, Leonard. A three-pointer and could not hit. So, end of the first quarter, Golden State 25, Toronto 17. Again, we're expecting for the Stephen Curry layup to be annulled and for it to be a 6-point lead. But again, people, I told you, everyone was looking for the story of the previous game, right? What happened in the previous game? And I'm going to change locations real quick, that way I can get closer to an outlet. But everyone was asking in the previous game, you know, what happened? Why did the Warriors lose this game? Are the Raptors just that good? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, dude, everyone relax. The Raptors were just simply too hot last game. They were just too hot. You know, they were hitting everything that they wanted from the field. They were hitting, you know, crazy three-pointers, deep three-pointers. Kyle Lowry was feeling himself. Everyone was feeling themselves. Everyone was hot. They were having a great time. Now they're missing shots, man. They were just hot last game. It was a good night for them. It was a hot night. You can't expect for that to continue. It's not continuing now. Kawhi Leonard's doing everything he can to keep them afloat. I expect for that to continue. But again, I expect for the Warriors to remain out front. Now, the Raptors will get hotter than this because this was an awful first quarter performance. Let's see their final numbers for the first quarter. Pulling up the box score right now. Yeah, there is 6 of 21 in the first quarter. That's 28%. So they're going to shoot better than that. But they're not going to have the performance that they had in the last game. And to me, that's going to be the difference in this game. Let's check the chat. Someone said I have an ugly face. Thank you for that. Chef Curry says, yo, what's up? What is up, Chef Curry? George Meta says, where do you think D'Lo will be playing? It just depends what D'Lo wants. Last report we heard, we have the Pacers interested in him, the T-Wolves, who else? The Nets are interested in him, but they want to fight with KD and Anthony Davis first. And let me see what the other names that were being thrown out there. You know, I'm surprised who's not interested in him. The Chicago Bulls. I think the Bulls should be very interested in D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell, Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen. That'd be a nice shooting team. So we'll see. If I had to predict right now, let me look up the list of teams again that are interested in him. And also, if I'm the Knicks, I think D'Angelo Russell would be a nice consolation prize. You know who also would love to have D'Angelo Russell in hindsight now? The LA Lakers. Obviously, that bridge is burned, so do not expect D'Angelo Russell to be an LA Laker. But you ask for, who could be a nice shooting guard next to LeBron James. It's D'Angelo Russell, who was shipped out of the damn building. But outside of them, yeah, the Knicks, I think he'd be a good consolation prize for the New York Knicks. Pair D'Angelo Russell with RJ Barrett, and then get KD, potentially. Maybe KD ends up going to the Nets now because they're actually building something over there. But then maybe you don't get KD, maybe you get, Jimmy Butler or something. I wouldn't want Butler there. If we're getting D'Lo and RJ Barrett, let me see who's a good young free agent you guys could actually try to get then. Just try to get someone young, that to really pair with them. That'd be my strategy. But yeah, I'm trying to still find the rest of those teams that were interested in D'Angelo Russell. Oh yeah, Utah Jazz. It was Jazz, Magic, Pacers, and Timberwolves. Those are the 4 teams. Jazz makes sense actually. I think he and Donovan Mitchell would be like one of the worst defensive backcourts I've ever seen. But I think that'd be interesting. And then Magic are just desperate. He's not going to the damn Magic. Only way he goes to the Magic is if they're the only team offering him max and someone else will offer him the damn max. As DeMarcus Cousins misses a wide open layup, DeMarcus Cousins continuing to struggle. And as we expected, that Stephen Curry layup has been annulled. I'll update the score after that Serge Ibaka layup. So now only a 4-point deficit for the Toronto Raptors after the nullification of that Stephen Curry layup and the make layup right there by Serge Ibaka. So despite the putrid start offensively for the Toronto Raptors, only a 4-point deficit here in the second quarter. Quinn Cook finding himself in the game now. Driving inside, pass outside to Cousins mid-range. Cousins can't hit. DeMarcus Cousins continuing to struggle in these finals after a strong Game 2, putrid performances in Game 3, and the beginning of this Game 4. He has got to play better for this basketball team. Van Vliet firing a 3, could not hit. And Van Vliet loves those difficult shots, could not hit that one over Cousins as Cousins hits that. So a nice alley-oop lay-in for DeMarcus Cousins as the Warriors continue to try to get the big man going. Van Vliet, Danny Green was wide open, step to the left, could not hit that 3. Danny Green 0 of 3 from three-point range to begin this one, but a nice follow by the Toronto Raptors there to make up for the missed shots, bringing them back within 4. Ooh, Cousins, nice turnaround. Livingston passes up the mid-range jumper. Klay Thompson can't hit that three-pointer. Cousins blocked by Ibaka. DeMarcus Cousins continuing his struggles here offensively. Klay Thompson, nice defense. Here goes Quinn Cook. Cook, mid-range. Couldn't hit. Klay Thompson not grabbing the rebound. Klay Thompson had an opportunity to grab the rebound that was waddling near half court, and he just looked at it, potentially saving his hamstring or something. I don't really know, but I am quite perplexed by that play by Klay Thompson. Now, these are the NBA Finals. You need to go for that loose ball, Klay Thompson. Very odd there. Raptors back with the ball. And it looks like, yes, it will stay with the Toronto Raptors, tipped out by Andre Iguodala. As Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy laugh from the sidelines. Ooh, Danny Green, I thought he was fouled. But here comes Sean Livingston. Livingston hits the mid-range. Ibaka mid-range. Ooh, he hits it. Nice mid-range shot from Serge Ibaka, who is proving to be way more valuable than DeMarcus Cousins in these moments. They are winning that matchup, are the Toronto Raptors. Oh, when Cousins tried to take to Ibaka, able to draw the foul. DeMarcus Cousins just trying to get it going and not succeeding out there right now. It's painful to watch. Klay Thompson, mid-range. Hits that. Nice shot by Klay Thompson. Definitely the MVP for the Warriors tonight. Puts them back up by 6. Powell. To Van Vliet. Van Vliet. Ooh, Danny Green three-pointer. Can't hit. He's 0 for 4 from that three-point land. Cousins. Cook. A 3. Wow, that was a difficult 3. He decides to take Livingston with the mid-range. That's his shot. Can't hit nothing but that shot. This is the final year for Sean Livingston. He's calling it a career after this year. We'll see if it'll be at the end of a 3-peat. Siakam, been quiet in this game so far. And wow, an 11-point. Wow, Fred Van Vliet hits a difficult layup. He loves those difficult shots. An 11 rebound advantage right now for the Warriors. That is very strong despite the lengthy Toronto Raptors. Ooh, Cousins pass to Quinn Cook, a three-pointer. Couldn't hit. Some missed shots from the Golden State Warriors here tonight, preventing them from really going ahead on this Raptors team as Siakam is able to hit that one. Pascal Siakam bringing the lead back to 4 points. And despite a poor shooting night from the Toronto Raptors, only having 27 points with 7 minutes left in the second quarter, they are only down by 4 points. Kawhi Leonard gave them consistent production at the end of the first quarter, and now a team effort sees the Raptors down by 4. Hey, George Metza, you don't have to update the score all the time. It's kind of spamming the chat. Let's see here. What other questions were in here? Gary Sanderson asks, what would the Lakers do with the 4th pick? That's a good question, but last I read, it's between DeAndre Hunter and Darius Garland, and I'm of the belief they should take Darius Garland because he is a shooting next to Lonzo Ball that you would need, and also next to LeBron that you would need. And that's not me being a Vanderbilt homer. Honestly, I didn't even like Darius Garland this year, and I went to school with him. I wasn't in the same class as him. Dude, he was a freshman. I was a senior, so I never even talked to the kid. But I just know. I didn't think he was that hard of a worker, that much of a grinder. But the kid can play, and he's only going to get better, and he's 18 years old. Give him a little bit of a break. So I want Darius Garland, but we'll see what they want. I'd be okay with DeAndre Hunter too, or Jared Culver. I think even Reddish has his prospects. I think they definitely have a lot of good players who can get there. Young Phantom asked Pelicans for D'Lo. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I would do it if I was the Pelicans. Now, they'd have to trade somebody first, right? So they could do a sign and trade for D'Angelo Russell. So Nets extend and trade D'Angelo Russell to the New Orleans Pelicans in that case, and I would love that if I'm the Pelicans. Now you have D'Angelo Russell, his shooting paired with Zion Williamson. If I'm the Pelicans, I want Jared Allen. I really want Jared Allen, so I want Jared Allen and D'Lo. So I'd have Zion, Jared Allen, and D'Angelo Russell, and we'd be good to go. I think Jared Allen and D'Angelo Russell would by far be the best trade offer on the market. That's better than anything the Lakers can offer. Which is ridiculous because the Lakers had D'Lo and they traded him away. And now he's way more valuable than anything that they have. D'Angelo Russell is way more valuable than Kyle Kuzma, way more valuable than even my boy Brandon Ingram, way valuable than Josh Hart or Lonzo Ball. Okay, and they traded him away. Shame, 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 shame. If they still had D'Lo today, they could trade. They would have already traded for Anthony Davis. The trade would have been done. The trade would have been D'Angelo Russell and Kyle Kuzma for Anthony Davis or something. It would have been done already. Because even then, the Pelicans wouldn't be able to deny that. Young Phantom also said D'Angelo Russell is a gem in the rough. I don't understand why Brooklyn would go from D'Angelo Russell to Kyrie Irving. I mean, D'Angelo Russell, he's very good. Diamond in the rough, I don't know about that. I think people understand D'Angelo Russell. I don't think he's, in the rough. I think people know who he is at this point. But he's going to only improve. I agree with that. But Kyrie's a better player. And he's going to continue to be a better player for at least the next 4 years, I'll say. After that, the conversation could flip to D'Angelo Russell being a better player. But for now, it's still Kyrie Irving over D'Angelo Russell. And Irving's not old yet. He's getting older. He was drafted, 2011? So, yeah, he's probably nearing 30 if he's not 30 already. No, yeah, he's nearing 30. As a nice lay-in there by, I believe, Klay Thompson to put the Warriors back up by 6. Ooh, Siakam. Couldn't hit that one. Oh, Curry tried to split the defense. Succeeded. And McKinney tried inside but was fouled. George Meta also asked, should the Celtics get Mike Conley or D'Angelo Russell? Celtics? I mean, D'Angelo Russell is a better player, a younger player. If you can get D'Angelo Russell, get D'Angelo Russell. I don't know if you can, but or if you would. That's a lot of money to tie up to D'Angelo Russell and Gordon Hayward. Like, those are your max players. Like, they're good players, assuming Hayward ever gets to where he was again, which, by the way, is an assumption. McKinney misses both free throws. Oh my God, Alfonso McKinney needs to work on his free throws. He missed 2 free throws at the end of the game, end of the last game, fourth quarter in game 3. Leonard, turnaround Jay, couldn't hit over Klay Thompson, and that's what Klay Thompson provides to this Golden State Warriors team. Ooh, nice pass inside to Draymond Green. Klay Thompson, absolute MVP tonight for this team. And Oracle is on their feet. Oh, Siakam hits the and one. Wow. Nice by Pascal Siakam. Very nice. How about Pascal Siakam's 2019 final statistics? 20.7 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. A very strong final statistics for Pascal Siakam as he hits the and one free throw. 5-point lead for the Golden State Warriors in this one thus far. You think it'd be more if they're letting Toronto hang around. Curry hits the mid-range jumper. So Stephen Curry, who is normally so prolific from three-point range, finding himself in the mid-range in the past couple of games. Gasol couldn't hit the three-pointer. Another missed three by the Raptors, but a loose ball foul called on Stephen Curry. Oh, and that's on McKinney, excuse me. And McKinney is struggling again in this game. And Curry, he's just so terrific in that he can barely even see the rim, just get a glimpse of it and then still able to absolutely hit it. Great awareness of himself on the court at all moments. It's really incredible to watch. Ooh, Kawhi Leonard can't hit the three-pointer. Ibaka hits that. So another second chance point there for the Toronto Raptors, getting an offensive rebound and the putback. They've had a number of those in this game. As McKinney fires a three-pointer over Kawhi Leonard and misses. Very bizarre shot there by Alfonso McKinney. Ooh, nice turnaround by Kyle Lowry. And guess what? Another foul on who else but Alfonso McKinney, who continues to have some bizarre play here in Game 4. There are two men right now that are really struggling for Golden State. Alfonso McKinney and DeMarcus Cousins not offering any value whatsoever to their teams, offering nothing but negative value, to be quite honest. As Lowry heads to the line. It's the first. Does anyone actually have YouTube TV? How is that? That's actually a legit question too. It's both. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Raptors hanging around. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. I never forgot to change the quarter, actually. Someone should have reminded me of that. And Curry is fouled on the 3-point shot. He'll be headed to the line. Oh, and they called an offensive foul on Curry for kicking Kyle Lowry on this 3-point attempt. Wow, and I'm surprised the referee caught that one. Oh, Gasol lost it. Iguodala has it. Oh, he missed Klay Thompson. Finds him now for a three. And Klay Thompson with that quick trigger. He has been huge for Golden State tonight. Without him, they'd be trailing in this game without a doubt. He has 12 points and a number of assists as well. And a couple key defensive plays to go along with it. Lowry, a deep three, cannot hit. Ooh, Thompson. Turnaround J. Klay Thompson with 14 points. He's going for a Finals MVP. This is why he was so valuable. They missed him so much in Game 3. He's back now, and he's making an impact in Game 4. 14 points for Big Ball Klay. Question from Jack Kellen. Are you still doing the podcast? Yes, I am. So what happened this week with the podcast, turns out I need a premium subscription to post more than 3 hours a month on SoundCloud. I didn't know that. I tried to record Monday. I couldn't upload it. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh, I need to upgrade. By the time I upgraded, it was already Wednesday. And I was like, all right, whatever. We're just going to try again next week. So I'll be back next week for the podcast. Let me see. How can I mute this? I know what to do. So I'm getting text messages through my laptop. I want to mute that. Let me see how I can do that real quick. Where do I go again for that? It's like notifications. Yeah, notifications. Messages, do not play sound. All right, so that should not be a problem now. Yeah, so podcast will be back next week. Patton says, thoughts on the Magic situation. Do you mean Orlando Magic or Magic Johnson? Those are two very different situations. Mr. No Joke 954 says, who have you marked for the Miami Heat? I honestly can't remember. You have to go back to my mock draft like 2 weeks ago and look at that. But it could be anybody, really. They could, they're pretty heavy on the wings right now. They have plenty of wings, but at the same time, I don't think they'd be scared to take a wing. George Mesa asks, if you were at Vanderbilt next year, would you talk to Scottie Pippen Jr.? I mean, look, mostly, as you can imagine, this is a school of how many kids? 6,000 undergraduates, 6,000 graduates. So 12,000 students. There's only 12 basketball players, maybe 15, actually. It's even hard to find them because they're in the damn gym most of the time. Now, I used to see Garland and Simishola Shitu and some other them at the damn bars and clubs. But I'm not going to go talk to them in the middle of a damn bar and say, yo, what's up, what's going on? So if I was ever in a situation to really talk to Scottie Pippen Jr., sure. But I would not seek him out and talk to him. And I never would do that with any of the basketball players. Patton asks, what should the Cavs do? Cavs are sitting at number 5 in the draft. They should take whoever the Lakers don't take. But not Darius Garland, right? Because you already have Colin Sexton. And Sexton really came on late in the year, so not a point guard. But you could take Jarrett Culver. You could take DeAndre Hunter. You could take Cameron Reddish, although you could take Reddish if you want. I don't know if Reddish would flourish with Cleveland, so I would just say Culver or Hunter. And I would probably say DeAndre Hunter. But that's just me. Someone says, all Addies looks like the Night King. I don't know who that is. And we are back from commercial break. And the Raptors hit a bucket. I missed that one. I apologize. Let me go ahead and update the score. It's going to be, by the way, I'm going to do some live streams for the NFL as well. It'll be so much easier to update the score for the NFL. Barely even have to do that. And the Raptors hit a bucket. I missed that. Someone said the audio is bad. The audio sounds fine to me. As Golden State's able to hit that one. So Golden State goes up. Sometimes it might lag, though. As I browse on the internet as well, it might lag from time to time because there's only so much this laptop can take. That's why I should probably just do this with 2 laptops, honestly. Ooh, it's Klay Thompson almost stole the ball. Siakam almost stole it away. They're going to say it's Raptors ball. So the Raptors will maintain possession with only 4.8 seconds left on the shot clock. Kyle Lowry very upset about something. Talking to the referee right now as he's about to inbound from out of bounds. But he's upset about something. I ain't seen him that upset since he got pushed by that minority owner the other day in Golden State, who will not be in attendance tonight after being banned for a whole year. Leonard, tried the reverse layup. Couldn't get it to go. Here comes Curry. Curry, a 3-pointer. Couldn't hit, just short on that one. Stephen Curry struggling from the floor. Lowry a three. Couldn't hit that one. Kyle Lowry very cold in this game after such a strong game three. Draymond Green a floater. Oh, and Andrew Bogut tried to put the miss back, but it was just so off of a miss he couldn't even do it. Siakam working on Iguodala. Ooh, met the double team. And almost a steal by Draymond Green. But it's still going to be Raptors ball. Have to love the effort there by Draymond Green. And there's the beautiful wife of Warriors owner Joe Lacob, who got in a lot of trouble for talking to Jay-Z at the previous game. The Beehive, the fans of Beyonce, started attacking her for asking Jay-Z if he wanted a drink and then asking him if he wanted lime with that drink. Always be careful of the Beehive. Leonard met with tough defense. Turnaround Jay couldn't hit. And a loose ball foul on Kevon Looney. Marc Gasol continuing to battle for these rebounds, whether he's successful or not, being a nuisance down low. The Raptors are in the bonus, so Marc Gasol will be headed to the free throw line. Gasol, the consistent and good free throw shooter, hits the first there. And he's definitely getting old, man. Look at Marc Gasol's arms. You can just tell he's getting old. Anyone whose arms look like that, yeah, dude, you're getting old. And hits the second. Two good free throws there by Marc Gasol. Ooh, Curry behind the back. Pass outside to Draymond Green. Ooh, horrible corner three. Hitting the side of the backboard. Leonard. Siakam working on Klay Thompson. Nice defense by Klay Thompson. And again, how valuable he is for this Warriors team. Curry, a three-pointer. Could not get the lucky bounce. Curry struggling from the field. Losing that finals MVP opportunity right now. Oh, nice pass. Siakam to Marc Gasol. And the lead is back to 4 points. Ooh, Curry driving inside. Pass to Looney. Looney almost traveled. Oh, pass back inside to Looney. Nice for the finish. And Iguodala showing his viable passing here in Golden State. Ooh, Lowry driving inside and draws the foul. Bad foul by Kevon Looney. You got to make him earn those points. And I don't like that foul call. Yeah, and Gasol was caught sleeping there defensively against the athletic and young Kevon Looney. Lowry hits the first. Four-point game. Golden State ahead. They've been ahead all night, but have not been able to increase their lead by a significant margin. Iguodala against Van Vliet. Oh, yeah, he has to drive against Van Vliet here. And another turnover by Golden State. A lot of balls off of their legs tonight. A bad pass. And an opportunity here for the Raptors to cut it to a one-possession game. Leonard, guarded by Thompson, double team. Lowry, pass to Gasol, misses a three-pointer, and that will do it. Going into the first half, Golden State up 46-42. And after a very good shooting night, an extremely good shooting night in Game 3, as I predicted, the Raptors have come back down to earth and are struggling from the field in this game. This is what I had, people. This is what I tried to forewarn, that this was what was going to happen. Now, despite that being the case, they look better defensively than I thought they were going to, and they have this working for them. Stephen Curry is not having a great game tonight. In fact, Stephen Curry is having an awful game tonight, and this will allow them to be able to come back. Right now, Stephen Curry is he's 4 of 10 from the field, 0 of 5 from three-point range. And, if Stephen Curry was having the night he had last night or 2 nights ago in that previous game, Game 3, this game would already be over, right? The Warriors would be up, 60-42 instead of 46-42. But Curry's continuing to struggle from the field. And 4 of 10 from the field is not that bad. That's 40%. And he had a layup that was nullified, so he could easily be 5 of 11 if he would have got that layup with 0.1 seconds left on the shot clock. But that 0 of 5 from 3 definitely hurting the Warriors. And they're 2 of 13 overall from three-point range. No one hitting a three-pointer outside of Klay Thompson. And again, Iguodala's been missing. He only has one field goal attempt tonight, but he didn't even feel like shooting three-pointers. Draymond Green had a three-pointer off of the backboard, off of the side of the backboard. Alfonso McKinney missed a three-pointer. Quinn Cook missed a couple, and there you go. The Warriors are 2 of 13 from three-point range and struggling there. And also, despite playing at home, how about this? Only 4 free throw attempts for the Golden State Warriors tonight. So not even getting to the free throw line. Stephen Curry, after I want to say being 13 of 14 from the free throw line in the previous game, now not even getting to the free throw line at all. He needs to be aggressive and get to the free throw line in the second half to give the Warriors more consistent offensive production. As for the Toronto Raptors, Kawhi Leonard is keeping them afloat. He's 5 of 12. He has 14 points, and at one point in the game, he had 14 of their 17 points, really keeping them afloat. And then since then, has not done much. I expect him to reawaken in the second half. Pascal Siakam struggling. He's 2 of 7. Danny Green, he's 0 of 6 after being 6 of 10 from the three-point land in the previous game. He is 0 of 5 in this game, so definitely struggling in terms of that. Kyle Lowry 0 of 3 after being 5 of 9 from 3 in the previous game. So definitely coming back to earth in this game. And we'll see if that continues into the second half. I think they'll definitely shoot better than this. And the scary thought is for the Warriors, if Stephen Curry does not get it going, but Kyle Lowry and Danny Green do, then that will be very dangerous. Also, Fred VanVleet, right? Let's not forget about Fred VanVleet. He's 1 of 4. He could also easily get it going. And how about this discrepancy? The Raptors shooting 34.9% from the field. Warriors shooting 47.7%. And yet, there's only a 4-point deficit. Rarely could you ever see that in the NBA, especially nowadays. But this is the case. So, very scary territory right now for the Golden State Warriors. But we will most definitely see. Okay, back to the chat. Someone says, stop recording your face and record the game, please. Sorry, I don't want to get any copyright infringement. I cannot afford that. Who else do we have here? .com says, hey, you're black. Hey, you're right. Gary Sanderson says, thoughts of a Carson Wentz contract and how it will affect Dak Prescott. I really should have went live for that news and made my thoughts on that. I really need to do that more often. Like whenever news comes out, just make a quick video on it. Just go live and make a quick video on it. But obviously the Eagles had to do it. But I don't think they had to do it this season. I would have waited another year because Carson Wentz is in his 4th year. And he has that fifth-year option. I would have waited a year. To me, there was no rush. I needed to see Carson Wentz go through a healthy season before giving him $107 million guaranteed. So I think they actually potentially made a mistake there. I'm not going to say they made a mistake. Obviously, he's a very good quarterback, and we'll see what happens, but I would have waited. I just think waiting would have been the smartest thing to do there by far. Bears fan 54 says there's some delay, and is it between the? Let me see. Right now.
There's no rush. I needed to see Carson Wentz go through a healthy season.
Yeah, there is actually a little bit of a delay right now between the audio and the video. Let me see if I can fix that. That's annoying. There's like some delay feature I can put on there. That's frustrating. Let me check the stream. There's like some delay. Yeah. There is a delay there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to look that up. Okay, let me look that up real quick. Okay, if I go to Mixer, and then here, and then properties of that. Give me a second. It's going to take some configuring to figure out what exactly is the delay. Let's try 300 first. Okay. That's better. Let me fix that to make it even better than that. Give me a second. It's going to take some configuring. Okay, how is that? What exactly is the delay? Okay, I'm going to have to wait like 20 seconds to see when my stream finally catches up to see if that fixes it. Hopefully that fixes it well. Better. Let me fix that. Okay. In the meantime, I'll answer the next question. Give me a second. George Mesa says, MJ, what other sports do you watch other than football and basketball? What exactly is the delay? Actually, it looks better now. Okay, I'm going to have to wait like 20 seconds to see when my stream finally catches up to see if that fixes it. Okay, let me add a little more delay. This is so annoying sometimes. So much technical bullshit. MJ, what other sports do you watch other than football and basketball? What exactly? Actually, it looks better now. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait like. Oh, okay. I think it's because there's too much going on with my CPU and my laptop right now, but I don't know how to really fix that because there's nothing I can really do other than, like, what's taking up most of my activity is this stupid stream. And that's not going to fix that, stopping the stream. Okay, anyway, so I'll answer that question. So yeah, Mainly, I just watch football and basketball. I'm not really into hockey or baseball unless if the Predators are doing something, which they were like 3 years ago in Nashville was absolutely crazy at the time. That was pretty lit. But other than that, it's pretty much just basketball, football.
Activity is this stupid stream, and that's not gonna fix that. Stopping the stream.
Yeah. Okay, let me try to close some things. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'll force quit some of this stuff. And maybe if I also... No, still delayed. Maybe if I try to delay my actual... No, I don't know if that'd work. Ha ha ha. I added all kinds of delay on that. Okay.
And maybe if I also...
That was alright.
No, still delayed. Maybe if I try to delay my actual...
It got better.
No, I don't know if that worked.
It got better. Okay. I'll answer some questions. I think it's getting better now. Yeah. It's gotten better. Okay. So other questions. Pat says Beyonce flirts with LeBron every time he plays. Yeah, it looks like it. Sorry. I never actually finished the Carson Wentz Dak Prescott thing. Oh yeah, so how will it affect Dak Prescott? Yeah, so Dak Prescott's gonna ask for more, or at least as much. So expect that. That's pretty much how it affects that. Tasuke Weston asks how much time is left. We are at halftime. Although I think he asked that a while ago. And what else do we have here? Atlanta Fence says Curry needs to start hitting threes. I absolutely agree. George Mesa says I'm still about no Steph Finals MVP from last year. Yeah, I don't know why Steph did not win Finals MVP last year. That is something that still makes absolutely no sense to me. He absolutely should have won it last year, and to me, he should have won it 2015. Andre Iguodala is the worst Finals MVP, maybe in NBA history, in at least my lifetime. There is no worse Finals MVP than Andre Iguodala, who averaged 15 points in that series, and I won't listen to any other argument there. Yeah, Tristan S., I agree. Raptors had a ton of open shots. None of them went in and only down by 4. Yep. Same could be said for the Warriors, though. Curry had a lot of open threes and he missed a lot of them. So definitely look out for them as well. And for him specifically, Gary Sanderson asks, when will your 32 teams and 32 days come out? I'm planning July 1st, but I may delay it to like July... No, yeah, I'm planning for like July 1st. When did I start it last year? I started pretty late. What was the 1 year? Wasn't there a year? Oh, no. I never started July. I never started July 1st. I started August 1st. But that's too late. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'll start by I was considering July 1st though because I move late July. So if I can get the whole series out of the way, that'd be fun. But I'd probably wait till closer to the actual NFL season. But maybe July 15th, though. I want to get it out of the way kind of early. So look out. I don't know yet. Maybe still late July would be better. Still. I started last year. I came back July 27th. So I probably started July 29 or something. So it's going to be close to that. July 30, I think I started last year. Let's say July 20, something like that. But I want to start a little earlier. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That'd be fun. But I'd probably wait.
And damn, that delay got even worse. Wow. I don't know why. Maybe if I try, okay, I'm gonna try to plug out my camera and then plug it back in. All right, let's go. Okay, that fixes it. Okay, we're gonna do that from here on out. And it's like becoming more and more delayed by the second. What the hell? Okay, I'm back live. I don't know what the hell happened. Everything crashed. So that's fantastic. Hopefully you guys find your way back. I'm refreshing my own stream. Yeah, I tried to fix it. I like plugged out and back in my webcam, and then everything freaking crashed. As the Raptors take the lead, let me try to get all these technical difficulties fixed, and then I'll get back to commentary and updating the score in a moment. But wow, what a disaster. Okay, I'm back live. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'll worry about the delay in a moment. But yeah, refresh if you have to. And let's get back to the commentary, at least for now. It might be delayed commentary, but at least it's damn commentary. So the Raptors were up momentarily, and they're back up now as Marc Gasol hits that one. And a blocking foul called on Kawhi Leonard. No Fraud Media says, might as well be a real commentator. You got the goofy voice already. Well, if you want to tell ESPN, Fox Sports, or whoever the hell to hire me, I'll be here for it. I'll be right here for it. Third. All right, Curry driving inside, blocked by Siakam. That's actually a good observation by the guy in the chat, though. A lot of commentators do have goofy voices. As Thompson is able to hit the mid-range, Klay Thompson continuing to keep the Golden State Warriors afloat in this game. They need him so much right now. Ooh, Leonard. Ooh, Leonard. Missed that one. Draymond, nice pass, Iguodala. Van Vliet wants a three. Can't get it, but Siakam tips it out to Gasol. Siakam. Van Vliet. Lowry a three, blocked by Iguodala. Beautiful block by Andre Iguodala there. Nice rebound by Green. Cousins working on Van Vliet. Gets the and one. DeMarcus Cousins coming alive now. Oh, Cousins misses the free throw, though. So can't keep the momentum going. All right, so they call it Hellball. Let me check real quick my YouTube channel. I don't know if this live stream is going to get cut into two or what the hell is going to happen. Wow, nice deep three by Fred VanVleet. And he brings the lead back to 2 points. So looks like it's not split into two. But we'll see about that when it gets uploaded. Ooh, VanVleet! Blocked by Andre Iguodala. Okay, yeah, looks like it's still only one stream. And what is my elapsed time, it says? And it says nothing for my watched elapsed time right now. Cousins was in the paint for a while there. Okay, it still says an hour, 26 minutes. Okay, so I guess we're good. I guess even though I cut out, it's not going to be cut into 2 videos, thank God. Oh, Siakam gets the end one. Draymond Green tried to draw the charge and failed. And as I expected, things are getting close now. And that's a good call for the blocking foul on Draymond Green. He was definitely still moving. I don't know what he's arguing there. Siakam hits that. And the Raptors take the lead once again. Only a 1-point lead, but a lead regardless. The Warriors need Stephen Curry now. Thompson a three. He hits. He has 19 on the night. 3 of 5 from 3-point range. Gasol to Siakam. Siakam. One in the mid-range. Didn't shoot it. Guarded by Bogut. Oh, Curry with the rebound. I thought he lost it. Oh, bad pass by Bogut. Larry inside. Blocked by Green. Well, someone needs to take advantage of Siakam on the ground over there. Curry's wide open for 3. And he's fouled. Is the chat still working, or is no one just feeling like talking in the chat? Someone say something in the chat just for me to make sure my chat's still working. Should be, hopefully. But yeah, that's a great block. I thought he may have fouled him on that chase down block, but no, that was a clean block by Draymond Green. So very interesting play here in the third quarter. Things are getting tight. Things are getting contested. Things are getting close. You gotta love NBA basketball. NBA Finals basketball at that. Yeah, so I want to try to fix this delay again. I don't want to lose the stream again, though. God knows we can't afford that. But I'll try. Okay. Yeah, it's still delayed. Okay, whatever. I think it's just for some reason it's right now it's too taxing on my laptop or something, and that's just causing a delay. I tried everything I can do. I even sacrificed the stream for a moment, and it still didn't work. So whatever. Just don't even look at me. Just listen to what I have to say. That's all that matters anyway. It's live commentary. You're watching the game anyway, so we'll let it slide for now. In the future, hopefully I can get these type of situations resolved because we want to be a little, better than these, obviously. I'll look into what I can do. Gary Sanderson asks, most underrated player in the NFL right now? That is a good question. In the entire NFL right now, most underrated. There's some home bias here. I think Corey Davis is very underrated. Maybe not the most underrated, but it's hard to think of like all 32 teams, and there's not a guy that just comes off the tip of my tongue. But I'll say Corey Davis is very underrated. Corey Davis is the number one wide receiver, without a doubt. If you put him on the Pittsburgh Steelers, he'll get you 1,200 yards next year with Ben Roethlisberger. The problem is our passing offense last year was absolute crap, and it was not his fault. But Corey Davis is very good and getting better. Dak Prescott is not the most underrated. I'm sorry, no. People maybe don't respect Dak enough, but he's not underrated. I don't know about that. Maybe a little underrated, but not the most underrated in the whole NFL. I think on the Dallas Cowboys, as Iguodala misses that one. I think on the Dallas Cowboys, Awuzie might be more underrated than Dak Prescott and Byron Jones. So 58-56, Warriors in front. As Van Vliet can't hit that one. Leonard. Van Vliet. Van Vliet. Oh, to Gasol, three. And Gasol hits his first three-pointer. How about that? 4 3-pointers for the Toronto Raptors in this quarter. Bogut gets the rebound. Bogut to Green. And Draymond Green draws a foul and still yelling at the referee. I don't know what about. If someone can tell me, I'd love to know. I don't know what he's yelling about. Ooh, Thompson a three. And hits. Klay Thompson with a three-pointer. Putting the Warriors back up by 2 points. Kyle Lowry, guarded by Bogut. Bogut gets a good contest on Lowry. Oh, and nice. Curry with the steal. Curry against Leonard. Ooh. Oh, could not finish. I don't know why Curry tried to finish against Kawhi Leonard and help. And a foul by Bogut to stop the fast break. And Kyle Lowry is down at the other end, shaken up, but appears to be okay. Limping a little bit, but he should be fine. Yeah, Curry trying to finish against Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Don't know why he did that. Missing and deserving to miss there. Very bizarre shot attempt by Stephen Curry. Siakam at the line. Able to hit the first. Siakam struggling from the field again today. Only 3 of 9, but 10 points. He and Kawhi Leonard have been the 1-2 punch for this team throughout these playoffs. Tie game. Our first tie game between the Warriors and the Raptors here today since 0-0 to start it. Ooh, Curry pass to McKinney. Green to Curry. Curry. McKinney. Oh, I thought that was a goaltend, but a block by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka a 3. And hits. And the Raptors are up by 3. Anxiety looming at Oracle Arena as Curry draws a foul. I already assumed that Curry hit both of those free throws. Let me chill for a second. But wow, very, very, very concerning right now for the Golden State Warriors. And Stephen Curry is going to have to show up, man. His legacy will take a huge hit if the Warriors lose this series and really this game. With him being the main reason, man. He's the main reason if the Warriors lose tonight. He not performing well enough when Klay Thompson showed up. $64-63. Raptors in front. Lowry, guarded by Looney. Siakam against McKinney, inside to Ibaka. Not much time left. Blocked by Looney and a shot clock violation. Curry. Ooh, behind the back pass to Green. Didn't want to take the three-pointer. And lost the ball. And a technical foul called on Draymond Green. He's been yelling at the referees all finals. Thought he was fouled there. Didn't get the call. And now the Raptors soon to get a technical free throw via Kawhi Leonard. Almost automatic. Makes that one. And the Golden State Warriors, winners of 2 of the past 3 NBA Finals, 3 of the past 4, are on the brink right now. Leonard, mid-range jumper hits. Kawhi Leonard. The Raptors are up by 4. This is their largest lead of the night. And timeout Golden State. A dynasty on the line. Leonard lulling them to sleep and hitting the sweet mid-range jumper to head us to commercial break. All right, I think the delay's fixed temporarily right now. It just fixes itself whenever it wants to. I don't get it. But it's fixed right now. And I spoke too soon because there it goes. Jack Kellen asked who should win NBA MVP. You know, actually, I know what I'll fix. I know what could fix it. If I pop out this chat and then I close me watching my own stream, that should help. But yeah, Jack Kellen asked who should win NBA MVP. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He did the most offensively and defensively this season. He deserves MVP, and I believe he will get it. So, James Harden a very close second, and no one else really deserving to be even in the discussion. Not necessary. Discard. I'm going to reply to some messages. And for Golden State, you know what's sad? You know what they wish? They wish that Stephen Curry would have had this game last game. A lot of people said that, Stephen Curry's game 3 wasn't that impactful. It didn't have that much meaning. In terms of them losing the game, they would have lost the game anyway. But without the Curry's 47 points last game, they would have lost by 40, dude. They would have lost by 40 points last game. 40. It would have been 40-point loss last game for the Golden State Warriors. But they would have preferred losing by 40 in the last game, and then Curry show up and have 47 in this one than this fate right now. Because this fate right now is bad for this Golden State Warriors team. Him not showing up, it is a very scary and dangerous thing. Man, you have got to be worried if you're a Golden State Warriors fan right now. Any other live questions I can answer during this break, which we're already coming back from? But yeah, they're showing Stephen Curry's missed 3-pointers today, missed shots. And again, it's very bad timing by Stephen Curry. Showing some hesitancy on these 3-pointers, almost losing the ball there, missing the runner, rebound Looney. Livingston with 8 seconds left to Iguodala. 5 seconds left. Looney. 3. Looney mid-range. And a 24-second shot clock violation. Bad possession for the Golden State Warriors. And yes, that me closing my stream helped. That helped the delay. It's fixed for now, and it should be fixed for the rest of the night, I'm assuming. Kawhi. And a foul there by the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green must watch himself. He already has one technical foul. Another would get him thrown out of the game. And that would extremely be costly for this Golden State team. This is a key sequence in this series, folks. Kawhi Leonard hits both free throws. A 6-point lead now for the Toronto Raptors, their largest of the night. They're on a 10-2 run in the past couple minutes as Quinn Cook can't hit the three-pointer. Lowry. Leonard. Ibaka. Oh, nice. Hits the mid-range. And 8-point lead now for the Toronto Raptors. My goodness. And Curry's able to draw the foul to slow the damn bleeding here in Golden State. There should be two a missed free throw. As I was just about to say, there should be 2 automatic free throws for Steph Curry. Oh, God. Why is Kobe Bryant breaking down Kyle Lowry? There's nothing to break down. What is there to break down Kyle Lowry? Are they kidding me? Breaking down Kyle Lowry. What is there to break down Kyle Lowry? Curry able to hit the second free throw there. Oh, as Ibaka drives in the lane, a 9-point lead for the Toronto Raptors, and Jurassic Park is loving it. Oh, Quinn Cook up. Can't hit it. Quinn Cook struggling from the field today. Leonard. And a foul that will send, it should be, yes, Kawhi Leonard to the free throw line to potentially put the Toronto Raptors up by double digits. Kawhi hits it. Wow. A double-digit lead. 10 points now. 11. The Raptors up by 11 over the Golden State Warriors. Curry a 3. Way off. Kawhi, mid-range. Yes! Curry inside. Gets an and one. A desperately needed bucket by Steph Curry. My goodness. Curry hits that free throw. Man. All right, here come the Warriors. Oh, and Livingston lost the ball. Van Vliet. Leonard hits. Kawhi Leonard. Curry, can he respond? No. Despite being up by 4 points at halftime, the Golden State Warriors find themselves down by 12 points heading into the fourth quarter. My goodness. They need to wake up right now. They can't afford another moment of disappointing in this game. Wow. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Okay. Jack Kellen asks, will you start talking about college football and basketball? Maybe in the future, but not this upcoming season. I'll just say with the NFL and the NBA. Atlanta fan 21 says Cook can't make anything either. Yeah, Cook is killing the Warriors right now, dude. Just taking shots, missing everything. He must be like 0-5 today. Quinn Cook really struggling. Gary Sanderson saying Serge Ibaka over or underrated. Yeah, he's definitely underrated. I agree that he comes off the bench, and people forget about him. But Serge Ibaka can start for a lot of teams in this league, and he's a hell of a bench player for Toronto. And he's definitely showing up in this series. 6 blocks in the last game. I think he has about 8 points in this game. Definitely showing up right now for this team. Let me pull up the box score again. Air FIFA says, do you swear? I do. I don't swear much on YouTube because you get demonetized for that. And I'm not trying to get demonetized. Plus, I have a reputation to uphold. I'm not trying to lose my job because I said something stupid. Yeah, Serge Ibaka, 15 points actually tonight. Excuse me. 7 of 8 field goal. Only 3 rebounds, but 2 blocks as well. And wow, how about Kawhi Leonard though? 31 points, 10 of 19. And the Warriors need to show up now, man. This dynasty is holding in the balance. And again, I'm going to continue to say, I think the Warriors can come down 3-1. I absolutely believe that 100%, but they'll need Kevin Durant to do so. And, this is going to prove it, man. If the Warriors lose this game, and we still have a fourth quarter to go here. But if the Warriors lose this game, man, that's it. They needed Kevin Durant, at least for this title. I'm not going to say, people will say that they needed them in previous titles. I don't think so. I think that I think that what point was I? Anyway, I think that they would have beat the Cavs in at least one of the past 2 years, right? So like after they lost to the Cavs in 7, I think the next year they're going to beat the Cavs. Honestly, I think they would have came back, improved, and I think they would have won that game. And yeah, Air FIFA, I do not swear. I do not swear. But yeah, here we go. 12-point lead for the Toronto Raptors. Danny Green fakes a 3. Van Vliet will fire and hit. Fred Van Vliet from 3-point range. The largest lead of the night for the Toronto Raptors, which we keep saying over and over and over because they just keep extending their lead. Wow. Klay Thompson will fire and hit. Klay Thompson responds with a 3-pointer of his own. Van Vliet. Siakam. Ooh, Ibaka. Ibaka. And they call an offensive 3-second on Serge Ibaka. A rarely called penalty in the NFL, but definitely a misfire there by Serge Ibaka. Livingston to Looney. Looney to Thompson. Thompson. Ooh, pass to Iguodala 3. Ooh, can't hit that one. Another missed shot by Andre Iguodala in this one. 82-70. Raptors in front. Van Vliet. Pass outside to Norman Powell. Powell to Van Vliet. Van Vliet. Ooh, lost the ball. Still Andre Iguodala. Iguodala pushing the pace. Curry, a 3. Oh, and he missed another one. Here comes Ibaka. Can't finish. And a loose ball foul called on the Warriors before the shot. So the Raptors will take it out. But oh, another back-breaking missed 3-pointer by Stephen Curry. Man. After the incredible game that he had, now struggling at the worst possible moment for Golden State. Norman Powell working on Livingston, only 4 seconds left. They got to fire. Van Vliet will fire a 3. Oh, and he misses. Almost put it in, though. Thompson, Iguodala. Ooh, behind the back pass to Livingston. Can't hit the mid-range. Looney can't hit the follow. Looney can't hit the follow. Van Vliet, Siakam, misses, put back, misses. Tense moments at Oracle Arena. Livingston inside. Oh, couldn't get the end one. The Warriors scratching, clawing, trying to keep their dynasty alive. And it looks like a bloody eye for Fred Van Vliet. Ooh. A scary moment at Oracle Arena. Oh, as the elbow of Livingston crashes into the skull of Fred Van Vliet. Absolutely accidental, but a bleeding eye. Avert your eyes if you are queasy, ladies and gentlemen, as the elbow of Livingston crashes into the eye of Fred Van Vliet. And this is a scary injury in Oakland. I hope he can still see out of that eye. Scary stuff there. Wow. In the meantime, Gary Sanderson asked, can I make a video about NBA free agent predictions? Yes, I will eventually, but free agency isn't close enough for that quite yet. Now, this is a big loss for the Raptors. Not a huge loss, only 9 minutes left in the game, but still a big loss. The Raptors are only an 8-person team these days. Their bench only goes Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, and Serge Ibaka, so expect Norman Powell to get some minutes before Kyle Lowry returns to the game. But scary, scary stuff as Fred VanVleet hits the turf. But this will give the chance for the Warriors to rally. Livingston to corral himself, hit these free throws, and the Warriors to make a potential comeback that they so desperately need to make with only 9 minutes left in this fourth quarter. I forgot to change the quarter on my scoreboard, actually. Thank you. Oh, it's not $, it's fourth, baby. Wow, wow, wow. A lot of drama here on this Friday night. Thank you for joining me here on Sports Fan Entertainment. Toronto Raptors up by 12, make it 11. As Sean Livingston makes his first free throw. Oh, and a lost tooth as well. I assume that's Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet walking out of the arena with a missing tooth and an eye patch. Column Pirate VanVleet from here on out. Captain VanVleet. Give him an eye patch, give him a gold tooth, and let's call it a night. Obviously, no joking matter, but I don't care. Blood, sweat, and tears. And teeth being shed here tonight as both of these teams looking for victory. Hey, someone quote me. That's a great quote. Blood, sweat, tears, and teeth all being shed tonight. I need to tweet that. I'll tweet that. All right, Livingston hits both free throws. 10-point game. Golden State desperately holding on to their dynasty. Has their reign of terror over the NBA, is it coming to an end now? Siakam against Livingston. Doubled. Livingston switches to Lowry. 6 seconds left on the clock. Lowry. Ooh, inside to Ibaka, who hits and the foul. The Congolese man. He's been huge tonight with 17 points off of the bench. A careless foul by Stephen Curry, just tapping the abdominals of Serge Ibaka, sending him to the free throw line and giving him the opportunity to put his team up by 13. And he converts. A 13-point lead at Oracle Arena. Ooh, Clay a three. Can't hit. Airballs it. Anxiety. 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 Lowry driving inside. Leonard a three-pointer. And the Raptors are now up by 16. A 16-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. Kawhi Leonard trying to deliver an NBA championship to the Canadian city of Toronto. Green is able to draw the shooting foul on Leonard. And they say it's actually a side-to-side swipe, so no free throws there. But wow. Okay, Green. And that time should be a shooting foul. And it is. He'll be headed to the free throw line. No pressure for Draymond Green, who makes the first. 8 minutes and 29 seconds left in this game. Steve Kerr nervously watching from the sidelines as Green hits the second, brings it back down to 14. Now, Kawhi Leonard has 4 fouls, so let's watch that very closely. Ibaka, who's been huge tonight for the Raptors. Lowry, working on Looney. Ooh, Lowry. Ooh, Lowry. Missed that one. All right. Warriors looking for momentum. Green trying to provide it. Nice layup. Gives it to Looney for the oop finish. A 12-point lead now. Warriors clinging on for dear life. Timeout, Nick Nurse and Toronto. Anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. All over Oracle Arena. My goodness, people, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I do not believe that this series is over if the Raptors go up 3-1, but you would have to be very, 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 very concerned for Golden State. I don't know why I can't bring this up. Any questions in the chat? George Meta asks, where is Cousins? He's off the court, and that's where he should be because Cousins was absolutely awful in the first half. Looney's been way more valuable today. They should play Kevon Looney as long as Kevon Looney can play. If he needs rest, then you can put in Cousins. But if Looney's good, keep Looney. But problems right now for Golden State. I had them in 6. My prediction ain't looking good right now. No matter how you slice it. Even if you are still confident in the Warriors winning this. Definitely not looking like a good prediction right now. Everything looking good. Everything looking good. Everything looking good. George Mesa also asked thoughts on McCoy to the Panthers. It's a very, very good signing by the Panthers. Everyone knows that the Panthers love to make the playoffs in an odd year. This is an odd year. So I'm sure he'll help propel them there. Let me think of the wild card teams in the NFC right now. Yeah, obviously, Cowboys and Eagles are battling. We'll watch out for the 49ers and Seahawks in the West. North, we'll have to look out for the Vikings and Packers and Bears. So it's going to be very tough to make the playoffs this year in the NFC, as it is every year. But I think, the Panthers' best route to winning the NFC South to getting to the playoffs might just be winning the NFC South. Because that wild card race is going to be very difficult, and injuries will determine it most likely. Edward Davis asks, do you think that Golden State looks tired? Golden State, they look a bit tired. I saw that Jeff Van Gundy was talking about that. I mean, yeah, but they really don't have much reason to. I think Steph is tired after, playing so many minutes in Game 3 and being a big part of that, but they really have no reason to be less conditioned than the Raptors. They have a deeper bench than the Raptors. Now the Raptors have a better bench, but the Raptors only play 3 players on their bench. They play Powell, they play Van Vliet, and they play Ibaka, and Van Vliet's not even playing right now, as Danny Green hits the 3-pointer, putting the Raptors back up by 15. Don't know why Danny Green was wide open for 3. He's been struggling for a 3-pointer today, but hits that one. Turnover by Golden State. And is this a clear path foul? Yeah, Steph Curry just cheating on defense. And Stephen Curry, man, look, I'm the one that's the biggest Stephen Curry defender, but man, that's a horrible, horrible mishap. And this game, absolutely getting away from Golden State. My goodness. I personally do not think that's a clear path foul. And they agree. It's a common foul. Lowry. Green. Back to Kyle Lowry. Lowry. Guarded by Iguodala. Ibaka inside. Out to Siakam. A 3. Siakam can't hit. Ooh, that would have been a killer for Golden State. Curry needs to get it going. Curry to Thompson. Thompson trying to get a shot. Fires a 3 and hits. Klay Thompson barely keeping the Warriors alive. That cuts it back to 12. But they need to get some stops defensively. Leonard. Ooh, he's doubled. Gets it to Ibaka. Back to Ibaka for the slam. Beautiful passing by the Raptors, beating the double team. And if I'm the Warriors, I don't double team Kawhi right now because the Raptors have figured that out. They know how to move the ball. Ibaka's getting too much success. Oh, as Curry almost turned it over. Ooh, Looney couldn't handle the pass inside. And they're going to go out of bounds, but off of Kyle Lowry, so the Warriors will inbound as Doris Burke is an update from the locker room. And Van Vliet will be returning. His eye is fine. Everything's good as Draymond Green finishes. No foul called. All right, back to a 12-point game. Warriors dynasty hanging in the balance. Lowry. Leonard. Guarded by Looney. Leonard. Looney. Leonard, a 3! Oh, couldn't hit. and out of bounds. So it'll be Warriors ball with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left. They need to go now. Curry driving on Green, lost the ball, and they call a foul on Danny Green, and the Warriors are in the bonus. So Stephen Curry will be headed to the line for 2 free throws. He's almost automatic from there. A big shout out to Joseph for playing the game on the projector. Curry hits the first free throw. And hits the second. Ten-point game in Oakland. Lowry. Danny Green. Ibaka. Lowry. Green. Oh, Ibaka missed it. Rebound. Andre Iguodala. Here come the Warriors. Thompson. Oh! Iguodala somehow saved it inside the Looney. And is fouled by Serge Ibaka. Golden State showing their fight, showing their mettle, showing their championship pedigree when they need to most. Looney can't hit the first. Not a good time to miss free throws, Kevon Looney. And Looney looks gassed. They got to put in DeMarcus Cousins. So he missed the second as well. I was ready to update the score. Oh, man. 2 huge missed free throws by Kevon Looney. 5 fouls for Ibaka. Leonard to Gasol. Ooh, Lowry. Ooh, Gasol up there. Can't hit. Rebound, Danny Green. Stephen Curry not boxing out Danny Green on that critical possession. Lowry. Oh, he lost it, but Siakam cleans it up, and Toronto now up by 12 as Jurassic Park, Toronto, Ontario, Canada celebrates. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow, wow, wow. Just over 4 minutes remaining in this game. That one was an absolute killer. Woo-wee! And with Kawhi Leonard, the veteran, Marc Gasol, the veteran, Kyle Lowry, the veteran, Danny Green, the veteran, you have to feel that the Raptors will not let this opportunity go, that they will seal this deal. And how incredible is it that this was a team that was on the brink of elimination in the second round against the Philadelphia 76ers. And yet, a couple of lucky bounces later, they find themselves in the NBA Finals. They're getting good matchups. They've gotten a little lucky with Klay Thompson being out for Game 3 and Kevin Durant being up through this point. Being out through this point. But regardless, they find themselves at the door of a 3-1 lead. Will they open it now? Benny in the chat asks, any strong opinions on the Wentz extension? Another person asking about the Wentz extension. I should have just made a video on this. I don't think they should have done it yet. I thought they should have waited a year to do it because they still had 2 more years left on the Wentz deal. I wanted to see Wentz stay healthy throughout this entire season before I gave him $32 million a year. Because you could have got him for a bargain next year if he got injured again. But they decided not to. They gave him $32 million a year, and I think they'll be fine. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't have done it. I think it was early. Get out the way, get out the way. Get out the way, get out my way. All right, we're back. 12-point lead for the Toronto Raptors in this one. And again, yep, Jeff Van Gundy talking about what I pointed out. Steph Curry, bad job of not boxing out. And the length of the Toronto Raptors giving the Warriors problems. Ooh, Thompson, turnaround Jay. Can't hit that one. Here comes Siakam. Siakam, turn around. Leonard, oh, to Danny Green. This will end it. Oh, missed it. That would have ended the game to me, guys. That would have really ended the game. All right, and Iguodala will be added to the line now for 2 free throws. That'll help the Warriors narrow the margin, but Iguodala is not a great free throw shooter, so you can maybe expect him to miss one. Oh, okay, and they hit. Wow. So Fred VanVleet actually got cut under his eye. Sorry, I thought his eye was bleeding earlier, but it was just under his eye. I don't know how he got that kind of cut under his eye, but whatever. Iguodala hits the first one. That cuts it down to 11. That'll keep things closer. Oh, and then there it is. A missed free throw by Iguodala. I told you. He's not a great free throw shooter. Golden State been better with the free throws this quarter, but hasn't been enough as the Raptors have been hitting shots. Leonard looking to work, looking to close him out. And gets the foul call. He's headed to the line for 2. Pivotal moments here by Kawhi Leonard. And how about the Toronto Raptors as a team, guys? I mean, this is something truly special that we're watching. They are now winners coming into this game. They're winners of 6 of their past 7 games. Remember, they won 4 straight against the Milwaukee Bucks. Winners of 2 of 3 in this series and leading now by 13 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Game not over yet, but getting closer and closer by the second as Curry hits the reverse layup. There's still 3 minutes left. Still enough time, but definitely not plenty of time for Golden State. And an offensive foul by Kyle Lowry. Curry. Fires a three. Hits. Okay. Curry three-pointer. Curry three-pointer. It's an 8-point game. And a horrible foul by Draymond Green. Sending Pascal Siakam to the free throw line. A horrible foul by Draymond Green. The veteran, the champion. And Siakam's a decent free throw shooter. He could miss one of these, but hits the first. Wow, a really bizarre foul there by Draymond Green. He had a technical foul in this game as well, not making champion decisions. And Siakam hits both. 10-point lead. Warriors need another big bucket now. Curry. Iguodala. Thompson. Oh, off the leg of Pascal Siakam. And they called a kickball. Yeah, I was wondering why they didn't call a kickball. Ooh, Curry, mid-range jumper. Ooh, way off. And if the Raptors score on this possession, you can call it over, people. If the Raptors score on this possession, it is over, people. Leonard to Green. Green to Siakam. And Pascal Siakam ends this game. This game is over, people. Draymond turns it over. Raptors back the other way. They'll dribble out some clock. But that'll do it. The Raptors will take a 3-1 lead in these 2019 NBA Finals. And Kyle Lowry adds on 2 more points of his own. 103-89. Curry, mid-range floater, hits and gets the N1. But it'll be too little, too late for Golden State. And someone also write that down, because that's another great quote by me. As Golden State begins to process out of the arena, miraculously losing both games at home in this series. Absolutely incredible. Shame, shame, shame. Curry hits that free throw. That'll cut it to 11, but I still think it's too little too late here. Ooh, Lowry! Wow, so that's out of bounds on Golden State. Raptors will maintain possession. And again, yeah, people, this game is just over at this point. There's just not enough time for Golden State to come back. This could be the last game ever played at Oracle Arena. Now, remember, I had the Houston Rockets beating the Warriors in these playoffs. But the Rockets decided to choke Game 5 and 6 away and miss that opportunity. But I always felt Golden State was vulnerable. And they're showing that now. And to me, this equation is very simple. And we'll get to the post-game analysis in a second. But if Kevin Durant does not come back, this series is over. This series is over. And a disappointing performance from Steph Curry. The game he had in Game 3 they needed tonight. And they didn't get it from him. Too little, too late from the poster boy of the NBA. Oh, and Siakam hits that, just adding to Toronto's lead now. And they've maintained this lead. They're up by 12 heading into this fourth quarter, and they've maintained it throughout. As Curry pass outside to Iguodala. Iguodala turns it over. Closing seconds here. Could be the final seconds at Oracle Arena, and what disappointing seconds they would be. Larry will let the clock run out. And how about Kyle Lowry? One game away from an NBA championship. And Draymond Green will also just dribble the ball out. All right, guys. Post-game analysis. Let's do it now. Toronto Raptors get it done. Hold on, let me mute my TV. Okay, post-game analysis. All right, so Toronto Raptors get it done. They defeat the Golden State Warriors 105-92. And wow, I'm surprised right now. Let me go ahead and alter. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Let's go ahead and try that again. Let me go ahead and alter the bottom text real quick to reflect the final outcome. Toronto now leads 3-1. My goodness. And let's go ahead and change the quarter here. Change those properties. Okay, post-game recap. All right, so the Toronto Raptors defeat the Golden State Warriors 105-92 and take a 3-1 lead here in these 2019 NBA Finals. Much to my surprise, I expected this to be a close game, but I ultimately expected the Golden State Warriors to put out their consistent offensive output throughout these finals, about 109 points. Right, remember they scored 109 Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3. I expected that tonight. I did not get it, as Golden State had way too many turnovers tonight, finished with 17 turnovers, played absolute sloppy basketball throughout the entire game, let the Raptors claw back into the game despite Golden State being up as much as 11 points in the second quarter, and now face a 3-1 deficit in these 2019 NBA Finals. You look at the box score for Toronto today. What a performance from Kawhi Leonard. 36 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, a block, and 11 of 22 from the field. Fantastic. 5 of 9 from 3. His 3-pointers were absolutely killer tonight. And outside of him, how about Serge Ibaka? coming off of the bench, 9 of 12, 20 points. He also gave them 4 rebounds and 2 blocks. Pascal Siakam showing up late, 19 points for him, 6 of 14. And again, the length and athleticism of Serge Ibaka and Pascal Siakam giving the Golden State Warriors problems consistently throughout this game despite the return of Kevon Looney. Quiet game for Danny Green, who was only 1 of 8 from 3. Quiet game for Marc Gasol, who was only 3 of 8 from the field. But Ibaka, Siakam, and Leonard killed the Warriors tonight, and that should not have been enough. The Warriors should have been able to beat Ibaka, Leonard, and Siakam tonight. That was it. That was it for Toronto tonight. And yet, it was enough for them to get the victory as Stephen Curry struggled from three-point range today. Missed a lot of open threes. He was 2 of 9 from 3. Very disappointing. Now, ended up 9 of 22 from the field, which that's not actually not awful. That's about 40%. Maybe even above 40%. But he missed a lot of open threes that they really needed and just too many turnovers. He had 3. Draymond Green had 5. DeMarcus Cousins was awful. DeMarcus Cousins was nothing but a liability tonight for the Golden State Warriors. Nothing but a complete liability, which is why they ended up just not even playing him by the end of the game. He was absolutely awful. And you look at Draymond Green, minus 13. Stephen Curry, minus 11. They struggled at times tonight, for sure. And Stephen Curry, I thought he did a horrible job defensively. You saw him leave Danny Green wide open for his lone three-pointer tonight. You saw him fail to box out Danny Green on a critical offensive rebound that turned into a second chance point for the Toronto Raptors. He was either a 2 or a 3. I can't remember. It could have been a three-pointer even. So failing to box out there, that was very critical. The championship medal and pedigree of the Golden State Warriors, we did not see tonight. I think the Warriors expected to win this game tonight because that's what they've been doing over the past 4 years, winning most of games like this over the past 4 years. Not tonight. The Raptors came at them from all angles, and they got it done tonight. It was not pretty throughout the game for the Toronto Raptors. They shot a worse percentage than the Warriors tonight. The Raptors shot 41%. The Warriors shot 44%. But the Raptors got to the free throw line. They were 23 of 24 from the free throw line tonight. 95.8%. Incredible from the free throw line. Whereas the Warriors were 14 of 21. It's only 66%. We saw a missed free throw from Stephen Curry. Saw a couple missed free throws from Alfonso McKinney. A couple missed free throws from Kevon Looney. And that's our story tonight. So now we sit back and we wait for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is now proving the Warriors needed him to win this title. And I still don't want people to say that they needed Kevin Durant all along to win all their titles. I still argue that I think that the Warriors would have beaten the Cavs at least once in the past 2 years without Kevin Durant. And we can agree to disagree on that. But if the Warriors were up 3-1 against this team, don't tell me that they can't beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, a healthy Cleveland Cavaliers team. They're up 3-1. They can easily beat them. Right? They just ended up, losing that one in 2016. But they could have easily won in 2017 to 2018 without Kevin Durant because they would have made some additions. Remember, they lost Harrison Barnes and got Kevin Durant. Maybe if they don't get Kevin Durant, they keep Harrison Barnes. They're a better team. Or if they don't get Harrison Barnes, they're able to get another small forward. They're a better team. So I still think the Warriors did not need Kevin Durant the past 2 years, but they need him now. Right? If there's no Kevin Durant alternative, okay, you need Kevin Durant. Right, so can Kevin Durant come back and save the day? So I had the Warriors in 6 coming into this series. Obviously, that's not a prediction I can keep right now as the Raptors are up 3-1. I will say this. I will have the winner of Game 5 winning this series. And that's a cop-out. I understand that's a bit of a cop-out, but I just don't know if Kevin Durant's going to play. And if he plays, that changes everything. If he plays, I think they win that game, and I think they win Game 6. Most definitely, I think they win Game 6 because they'll be so desperate to win Game 6. And then with that momentum, I think they win Game 7. This series is not over, people. I know coming back from 3-1 has only happened once in NBA history, and that happened only 3 years ago. But if there's any team that can come back from 3-1 again, it's probably a team with 3 of the best shooters of all time. In fact, maybe the 3 best shooters of all time. Although I would argue Ray Allen and some others are better than Klay Thompson. Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, etc. Okay, so if there is any team that can come down from 3-1, it is this team. This series is not over. The winner of Game 5 will win this series. I'll say that. But they need Kevin Durant to play. I expect he will play because there are all chips on the table now. We will see. But for tonight, the Toronto Raptors get it done. Major props to Kawhi Leonard, who is on the verge of absolutely delivering a championship to the city of Toronto, to the province of Ontario, and to the country of good old Canada. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live broadcast here on Sports Fan Entertainment. Monday night, I don't expect I'll do live coverage, but again, I will definitely be live for a post-game recap at the very best, or the very worst, I should say. But wow, Toronto Raptors get it done. Wow, I'm shocked, but man, you got to give credit to it. And I love seeing a good basketball team like this win. And remember, I had them before the playoffs going to the finals. I know that they're a very strong team. It's just incredible to me that they could go from almost losing. I mean, like they were a hair away from losing to the Sixers to now being up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors. It's crazy, but they've caught fire, and now they're winners of 7 of their past 8 games, and that's just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Until next time, this has been MJ.